Oh, yeah, this should be a fun one. I was getting called Uncle Toms and all kind of stuff throughout the summer as I was trying to speak some sense into Cowboys fans and open their eyes and let them see, hey, guys, we're making some moves. More moves are to come. I've been telling y'all that all offseason. I'm essentially like a Jerry whisperer. I'll let y'all know when he's full of it and when something is actually about to happen. And I've been trying to let y'all know, bruh, Jerry Jones is not as big of an issue for this team as some of y'all believe. Don't believe me? Believe one of the players that I'm willing to bet at least 90% of the people watching this video would love to have as a Dallas Cowboy. Let's take a listen to Raiders defensive end Maxx Crosby talking about Jerry Jones and with his situation with the Raiders, the frustration is boiling over there, and the potential that the Cowboys could do something else this summer leading up to the NFL draft. Who knows? But let's take a listen, and y'all be sure to subscribe for more Cowboys content on the regular. I promise you, regular. Man, shut your up. Let's take a listen to this real quick.
Jerry Jones, somebody I respect a ton, especially after I watched this documentary on Netflix. We all talked about it, but people know about him and they talk about him.
I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, he watched the propaganda and got what?" Bro, it wasn't propaganda of anything, and this is why I thought it was so important that Cowboys fans, and I still will say, every Cowboys fan, any person that calls himself a Cowboys fan, needs to go and watch The Gambler. It's not about Jerry. What I want you to pay attention to is the spin job that the media did on the entire history of the Dallas Cowboys organization, especially 90s up. I think the modern Cowboys fan doesn't even have a proper depiction of where the Cowboys were, what took place with the Cowboys, and what Jerry actually did for this organization and the NFL as a whole, bro, because the media has done such a masterful job of controlling the narrative, shifting the narrative. And what was one of the main reasons that the media did this? Why they mobilized against the Cowboys so heavily? Well, for one, Jerry Jones was going head up with the NFL. For two, one of the most prominent media members during that time in the 90s, Jimmy Johnson, just happened to have a huge Paul Bunyan-sized axe to grind with Jerry Jones. And we have seen the media mobilize against entities that are looked at as a threat to them. We saw them do this to me earlier this year, which I will not allow to happen again. I'm going to flame y'all ass up next time y'all try to moderate how I make my content, because y'all was messy. Nick, stay in your lane, buddy. The media did a hell of a spin job on the Cowboys' history, and that's the main reason why I think that people should go back and watch The Gambler. It's just to really pay attention to how the perception is shifted and how the perception was kind of forced on the Cowboys, and it's mainly because a lot of people were trying to participate in confirmation bias, right? A lot of people thought a particular way about Jerry when he first bought the team. A lot of people felt a particular way about the Cowboys. So what do? You continue to look for narratives and reasonings to validate how you feel, bro. And I think that a lot of the Cowboys fan base has kind of got washed up into that. And that's why everybody has this predisposed, oh, we supposed to hate Jerry Jones idea. When it's like, bruh, I'm not saying you got to be a Jerry Jones fan, but hating him is goofy. It's stupid, especially as a Cowboys fan, especially when guys across the league, some of the guys that we want on our team, feel this way about him.
People know about him and they talk about him, but he, really getting to see like all the behind the scenes, like literally from day one to where they're at now. That dude is a maverick, bro. He changed the game in so many ways. People like that really go against the grain and stand up for what they believe in and literally.
Maxx Crosby talking about Jerry Jones. I'm not going to lie. I want to see the full clip. Okay, here we go right here. I found the actual video. So we about to listen to Maxx Crosby. He's talking about Jerry, Cowboys fans, and the organization as a whole. Let's take a listen. This is good stuff, bro.
Stand up for what they believe in and literally risk everything to go after what they, love and believe in. I got nothing but respect for. So, yeah, I got a ton of respect for Jerry Jones and what he's built over there in Dallas. And I think his statement is, 100% true. The Raiders fans, no matter where you're at, like, No matter where we go, there's going to be Raiders fans.
So let's stop right there because he's about to get into some more Cowboys stuff. Let's stop right there. Ton of respect for Jerry. What he's built was highly complimentary of just the impact that he's had as a whole. And I'm going to ask y'all this question as watching this content right now. Have y'all heard an outside player or even maybe a player on the inside of the building talk as complimentary or highly of Jerry as Maxx Crosby just did? Let me know in the comments, because you have to be a fool if you don't think that his perception of Jerry Jones would play into whether or not he would sign off on a trade to the Cowboys, right? Because remember, he just signed a new contract, so it's not like he's going to be a free agent or anything. He would have to get traded.
Everywhere, and the Cowboys are the same way. Like, you see it in the stadium. It was like, you know, there's Cowboys fans, Raiders fans. They're going back and forth, probably trying to. Miles was talking about other fans were literally trying to kill each other in the stands. He's like, we couldn't stop. You know, it was another show going on the whole time, literally. Just with the fans, like, literally just going crazy, talking shit. And, like, you got to respect a fan base that loves it like that, because, you know what I mean? The fans are what make everything go. And I know Cowboys fans, you know, living in Texas I was there for 7-8 years, and Cowboys fans were, you know, they're extremely, you know, they have their tendencies, but I would say they definitely love the Cowboys, and they literally, it's like life or death for them, and that's how Raiders fans are. So,
hey, we respect you too, Max.
Got a ton of respect for, you know, their whole fan base, because they travel well, they love the Cowboys, and, you know, they're in the same kind of boat as us. They haven't won, you know, a Super Bowl in a long time, and they're trying to get back to that. And, you know, their organization too. Like, Dak is another guy that I respect a lot.
A lot of chatter with Dak today.
Yeah. Me and Dak, you know, we have some dialogue, but he's a baller, bro. He's a dog. He's one of those quarterbacks that you know is going to stand in there and take hits and keep getting up and keep playing. So, yeah, they got a good thing going over there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, y'all. So that was Maxx Crosby talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and I mean, he went from the bottom of the organization with the fans to the top, to Jerry Jones, bruh. And I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a guy who has it in the back of his mind, who may have been seeing some of the rumors flying around during the trade deadline. And that sounds like a guy who's given some actual thought to that situation as a whole. Now, do the Cowboys realistically have enough cap space to where they could pull something like this off? No, not without trading somebody else or getting rid of like a Terrence Steele or somebody like that, another guy that's making a substantial amount of money. You really honestly don't have the cap space for a Maxx Crosby. But would it be fun to see the Cowboys try to figure out how to make it work? Hell yes. It would be a blast to see the Cowboys try to figure out how to make that work. And I would just say start with Terrence Steele, Trevon Diggs, Donovan Wilson, whoever you need to do. Hey, all you boys is making any kind of bread that haven't just got signed last offseason. Y'all gonna have to go. Straight up, bruh. Dak, if you want to give $5 million back to get Max in here, that'd be cool. But you ain't got to. I'm just saying, though, it would be really, really dope to see the Cowboys figure out how to make this work. But I think that this is important for Cowboys fans to hear. Just an elite player in the NFL and how other players actually view the Cowboys organization, or at least the players that we would want on our team, how they view the Cowboys organization, y'all, because I think our perception as fans, we actually beat up and downgrade and dismiss our own people, our players, our front office, the organization as a whole, way more than anybody else does. And that's part of the thing that I'm trying to change, bro. We gotta be real fans out here, y'all. We gotta be real fans. Stop falling into the traps, bro. Stop falling into the, I'm being realistic. I can't stand hearing people say that, because realistic does not equal negative. Just because you're negative doesn't mean you're being objective. Just because you're negative doesn't mean you're being realistic. It means you're being negative. That's negativity, not objectivity. Objectivity would be acknowledging all possible outcomes and then realistically going through the percentage chance that those outcomes would happen. And that's being objective, bro. Being objective isn't ignoring any possible positive outcome to just say, the negativity is what's going to happen. You dumbasses. And how about them Cowboys? Shout out to Maxx Crosby, man.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.